But Janet Jackson is in a little bit of hot water today. So she made some false remarks about Kamala Harris's biracial identity. Wow. When she was asked by The Guardian about the prospect of the first black female president, Jackson said, quote, "She's not black, she's Indian." Wow. Yes, and we know Harris's mom is an immigrant from India and her father a black man immigrant from Jamaica. Okay, for the record, we know this. This is fact. So is this going to help or hurt Kamala in her bid for the White House?
Well, first of all, let me just say, I don't know about anybody else, but I was kind of surprised, shocked, I will say, by these comments.
Right?
I realized in that moment, though, that I've never actually thought about the whole Jackson family and their political leanings. Like, I've never thought. I've just made an assumption, I think, because they're artists, and I assume a lot of times that artists are always a little bit left-leaning, that she also, but also she wrote Rhythm Nation as well, right? Wasn't that a song about, dissolving color lines, and it was about, you know, like,
social justice anthem.
Justice. So for me, was shocked, and it begs the question, what kinds of internet rabbit holes has she fallen down? And also, what about her team? Because presumably, they also are supporting these falsehoods, which is really disturbing, guys.
It's sad. It is sad. Yeah.
She also said that she was like, I mean, I haven't watched the news in a few days.
She did.
Which is like, I don't watch the news every day, but I also don't make sweeping generalizations about strangers' race. It's not hard. Like, it's not too complicated, is it?
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, I think this could actually help Kamala to a certain degree because there are 34 million multiracial voters in the USA. And that moment, and several before, because I believe her opponent in the presidential race, Donald Trump is his name, he's also been suggesting, like, she's decided to be black right now. She's not black enough. She's too black, putting all of these sort of theories forward. And I think that people who are biracial in America would be like, oh, I can sympathize with her because they have lived their lives wondering, who am I too much of today? Who should I be too little of tomorrow? Who am I, essentially? Like, they don't fit into a box.
Yeah, I feel like you're talking to me.
Yeah, exactly, Mel.
Yeah, that's exactly the plight of... It was triggering. All of the talk about Kamala's racial identity has been very triggering for me as a mixed kid because I wasn't Asian enough growing up for some groups. I wasn't white enough for other kids. And you spend your whole life wondering, like, what am I? Who am I? Who am I supposed to be? Who am I supposed to suppress? It's really, really tough. I think Kamala's bigger than that because she's a lot smarter and wiser than I am, and she's lived. But what I will say is I think it will actually help her. I think, shockingly, even though Donald Trump seemingly was the one who started all of this when he says, I didn't know she was black until she started saying she was black. Like, it just sounded ridiculous. But also, there are a lot of Republican voters, maybe independents, who don't know who to vote for. So might it help those people if they think she's half white? That's a real stretch. No? No.
You're galaxy braining right now.
I'm galaxy braining right now. But one thing that I'm also shocked with who it's coming from is Janet Jackson, is her own child is mixed. She has a son named Issa. His father is Wissam Almana. Her own child is mixed. She understands what mixed kids are all about. So you don't understand Kamala? I think this smells of something a little more wicked.
It does, as you were saying, internet rabbit hole. She's not immune to them. It kind of is like celebrities just like us, or just like your crazy family members, at least. Like, she is not immune to going down those rabbit holes, even if she's a liberal, a Democrat. Like, those rabbit holes exist. They're bipartisan.
Except that it always seems to be coming from one direction. Like, I can't help but think of Pizzagate, right? Which, of course, was like Hillary Clinton had some child sex ring in a pizza parlor. People bought into that during that election.
People shot up the pizza joint.
Exactly. And then there was, of course, the birther argument, you know, Barack Obama. There was this question of, was he born? Like, that all seems to be conspiracy theories coming from one direction. So I'm surprised. Again, I will say I'm shocked and I'm disappointed. Janet Jackson, we're looking at you.
Yeah, it's true.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.